maybe I've doubted myself for so long, and maybe because I've carried like that belief of doubt, and it's because people have doubted me for so long that it's like going out there into somebody's backyard and then just proving not only them but everybody else like wrong and proving myself right is just, there's something so sweet about it, like.
The AllStar app, the #1 app in the business. UFC, Bellator, One Championship, PFL, and more. Get the app right now. Link in description. Blake, I want to start with the Contender Series. You went in there, you were the underdog, and you go in there and you mollywop this dude, get the first round finish, get the contract. Did you perform the way you wanted in that fight?
Yeah, I performed exactly how I thought I would in that fight. I heard DC and them talking on the side that I was a slow starter. And so right after they said that, I was like, all right, well, better start picking up the pace a little bit and start laying it on them. And so right after that, I kind of made it a point to like, all right, well, I'm gonna start turning things up. And as soon as I started turning things up, boom, opening that I had programmed landed, and we were able to get them in and out of there real quick.
How does it feel to lay a trap for somebody and then they just kind of slide into that trap and it's just there for you for the taking?
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing because it's like it's a game of chess. I'm
Mhm.
just like, I moved this here. I bet he's gonna move there. Oh my God, he moved just exactly how
Mm.
I thought that he would. This is perfect. This is perfect, perfect, perfect. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It plays on um, fight IQ, and
Mhm.
that's something that a lot of people aren't learning out here. People are learning how to hit pads. People are learning how to maybe do some jujitsu movements and whatnot. But striking IQ, uh, it's more than what meets the eye.
It's been around 4 months, right? I think 4 months between fights. How did you spend the time before you got into training camp for this one?
Improving every facet. I mean, jujitsu, wrestling, getting a lot better with wrestling. Striking, kicks are looking sharp. Got a new strength and conditioning coach because we went to the UFC PI, and they said that we needed to work on a few things, and a lot of stuff that we were doing has been top notch. I came in there and I was one of the top ranked athletes as far as like overall like how fitness and health. So that's a really good thing. But we've just been improving. Just working on little things, just getting better, just developing that flow.
From the strength and conditioning aspect, did you gain more muscle? Did you just add more strength? What was the benefits of that?
Uh, from the strength and conditioning aspect, I definitely put on a little bit more muscle. So we had to move a little bit of it off, but uh, it's just a different kind of strength that I have now that I've been working with my conditioning coach. He's more of like I would say like a performance coach because he helps a lot of the guys get to the NFL and stay there.
You're an undefeated fighter. That means you haven't tasted defeat. So, which fight do you feel was your finest performance so far in your career?
Uh, I would say my last one because it was just like a flawless victory. Like I just went in, did exactly what I said I was gonna do, and 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 ran it up.
Do you feel like you unlocked the next level of yourself in that last fight?
Honestly, I do. Honestly, I do. Honestly, I feel like I've been working with my coach Flame, and he hasn't been there uh, like my whole career. But now that I started working with him, man, I mean, I'm a different breed. I'm a different animal. Like it's just different now, man. Like this guy, he trained a lot of really elite world champion fighters. So I'm just the next one on his belt.
With Flame, your coach, like what is he doing with you that has just changed everything?
A lot of deprogramming and reprogramming. So it's a lot of it's a lot of drills, a lot of drilling, a lot of being smart about how we go about things. It's it's like this, John. It's like everybody thinks that you have to run yourself into the ground and do all this, and at the end of the day you're like, oh man, I hit this, I did that, I went and did this, we did that. It's like, but you didn't learn anything. And it's like you're not drilling with intention and attention to detail. And it at this level, it's all about the details. It's all about the minute details in everything. And so I think for me, uh, we go over all the small little details with striking, with footwork, with movement patterns, with disrupting patterns, with breaking rhythm, with just doing a bunch of different things that you wouldn't normally think of. And also, deprogramming in the sense where it's just like, hey, like, get this out of your head. Like, this isn't useful. It's not good for you to do this, even though you might have done it all these times over and over and over again. It doesn't mean that it serves you anymore.
The bad habits, man. I think everybody has bad habits, no matter who you are. You could be the number one pound for pound, but if you get someone to dissect your fights and your training, there's going to be bad habits, right?
Absolutely. And it's just mitigating the
Mhm.
bad habits and making sure that we don't bring them back, you know.
For sure. And it seems like you and your coaching staff are really like cerebral in everything you do. In the past fights, of your career, there's had to be adversity, right? In some training camps or even just heading into a fight. Which was the toughest, do you think, under the circumstances surrounding a fight?
Oh man. Probably my little brother committing suicide, man. Probably my little brother committing suicide was 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 just the worst, man. It's just like it was that. I mean, it was like nothing. Like I've never gotten like panic attacks or anxiety or anything like that. And after that, it's just it was a real big hit on the family. It was a real big hit on like my faith and where I stood in that, and like, where is he, and like, could I have done more? And there's just always so many questions and not enough answers. But uh, I took I took that pain and I used it as fuel. And I've gone into fights with so many injuries. I've gone into fights, like not believing in myself, but uh, I've never had something like that happen, and I've never lost someone so close to me. So I think losing my little brother definitely was one of the biggest things that I went into a fight with that just threw me off. And it took a little bit to get my health back in order, because I mean, I was having really bad anxiety attacks, and like, and I've never had that before. If I feel, and if you've never had it, it feels like you're having a heart attack. You get at the treadmill, you run like 0.2 miles, which is nothing. That you're just starting to warm up, and I'm like breathing heavy, and I'm sitting down, and I get done running my mile or two. I push past it. I go upstairs. I'm about to do some more, and I have to sit down and just try and breathe. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life, man.
Damn, man, that's heavy, and man, you overcame it, and now you're in a great position. You're heading into your debut on a pay-per-view card in Australia against
Yeah.
a young gunner, Shane Young. What are your thoughts
Yep.
on him and his skill set?
Uh, he's he. I mean, he's got wins. He's got wins. 13-6. The kid's tough. You know, he fought Volk. Um, I just feel personally that it's going to be the same situation as Alex Morgan. You know, where they're like, "Oh man, this guy, you know, he's pretty good. He's da 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 da." You know, Alex Morgan, he was number one fighter in Canada, 4 professional titles, TriStar Gym, George Pierce, whole teammate, da 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 da. And it's like for me, it doesn't matter because the way that we train, we tailor everything that we do towards these guys. And my coach doesn't teach me how to hit pads. He teaches me how to fight. So right now, I feel just supreme confidence going into this fight. I feel like anything that he has, we got to answer for. And I'm just excited, man. Like for you know, it's like from this is what it's like for me. It's like if I look in the mirror and I'm good with who I'm looking at, it's all great. It's all gravy from there. Like it's all cool. You know, as long as I'm good with me, it's bad for everybody else.
And it seems like, you're used to stepping into your opponent's backyard. What is it about that environment that makes you perform so well?
I don't know, man. It's like I feel like it's like I like maybe I've doubted myself for so long, and maybe because I've carried like that belief of doubt, and it's because people have doubted me for so long that it's like going out there into somebody's backyard and then just proving not only them but everybody else like wrong and proving myself right is just there's something so sweet about it, you know, like. And it's been like that my whole life, you know. It's like growing up in Minnesota in like kind of a smaller town area, like near the cities but in a smaller town. You know, it's like when you go and have a big dream and a big vision and a big goal, there's a lot of people who gave up on their big dream and vision and goal. So they they unconsciously like kind of pull you away from wanting to go after it. And when you get to a big city like California, like Orange County, where you want to go do something great and people are just here for it. Yeah, let's go. Let's get you doing da 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 da. I got a friend who does this. It's such a breath of fresh air. So me moving out here, that's what I saw. I was just like, man, you know, I feel like people have like more free flow of time and creative space and creative faculties and the network to be able to pull things off unlike you can in other areas. So that's one of the main reasons why I moved out here.
What are your expectations, though, for yourself in your debut?
My expectations are to go out there and get a finish. My expectations are to show people that 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 I'm the new kid on the block. You know, like I'm coming. You know, like I don't think they realize like I'm not here to play around. You know, it's like Conor McGregor said. You know, I'm not here to partake either. Like I'm here to take over. Like my goal is to win, not to not lose. You know what I mean? Like I'm here to win. I'm here to stay. I'm here to, you know, become pound for pound greatest. You know, I want goat status. You know, I wanna go in and prove myself right over and over and over again.
Put Minnesota on the map, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. February 11th, UFC 284, Perth, Australia. Blake Bilder, you're making your UFC debut. It's going to be an incredible fight. Great matchup. Thank you so much, man, for the time. Go in the descriptions, download the AllStar app. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this one, man. Shane Young brings it, and you do too. So we'll see fireworks.
Hell yeah, I can't wait.